So, we are going to learn how to land a P-51. I think it's a Mustang. Okay. World in Clockworks in the options menu. Okay. World in. Turn down the world and in. Okay. Let's turn it down to 40%. Let's see.
Turn down the world and in
That's
cockpit
much
sound
better.
signals in the options menu.
Would have
Take
been
a
nice to
moment to
learn.
stabilize the aircraft and run the flight. Set the throttle to about 30
You know what? We're even going to turn it down a little bit. We're going to turn it down to 20%. Let's just see how that is.
inches of manifold pressure to keep the speed around 250 miles per hour. Follow the coastline as we fly northbound. Press the spacebar key when you are ready to begin.
Okay. Aircraft in level flight, set the roll below 30 inches. Okay, so throttle back. Throttle back. Okay, let's do Alt Enter. Northbound. Okay, flying along. Okay. Press the spacebar when you're ready. Okay.
The Mustang is not equipped with any modern precision approach systems, such as ILS. This means landings are performed using a visual approach pattern. In this lesson, we'll use a standard military overhead pattern. An overhead pattern consists of the following basic elements. Entry into the pattern on the upwind leg, where the aircraft is flown along the runway parallel to the landing course. The crosswind leg, where the aircraft is turned 180 degrees to take the downwind leg, using the turn to bleed off any excess speed. The downwind leg, where the aircraft is flown along the runway in the opposite direction of the landing course and is prepared for landing. The base leg, where the aircraft is turned another 180 degrees while descending to take the final approach. The final approach, where the aircraft is flown down a steady glide path past the runway threshold to the touchdown point. I've included an image with the mission briefing showing an example of the overhead approach pattern. To open the briefing, press left Alt plus B. Press the spacebar key to proceed.
Left Alt and B. Left Alt and B. Left Alt and B. Okay. I didn't get any of what he said. The Mustang is not equipped with any modern precision approach, such as ILS. Obviously. This means landing are performed using a visual approach pattern. Right. In this lesson, we'll use a standard military overhead pattern. An overhead pattern consists of the following basic elements. Pretty easy so far. Entry into the pattern on the upwind leg, when the aircraft is flown along the runway parallel to the landing course. Right. Makes sense. The crosswind leg, where the aircraft is turned 180 degrees to take the downwind leg. 180 degrees to downwind leg. Okay. The downwind leg, opposite direction of the landing course, is prepared for landing. And the base leg. Let me just move this chat bar here so I can see this. Okay, the base leg is turned another 80 degrees while descending to take the final approach. The final approach, where the aircraft is flown down a steady glide path past the runway threshold to the touchdown point. I've included an image with the mission briefing showing an example of the overhead approach pattern. Left Alt plus B. I did that, and it's just. Oh wait. Okay, so upwind leg, cause there's that. Crosswind, downwind, base. Okay, so we're at 1,000 feet, 1,000, 1,000, descending to 160 miles per hour. Okay. 600 feet, 120 miles per hour. And then touchdown 90 miles per hour. Okay. So we're going from 200, 160, 160, 120, 90. So full speed 200, 160, 160, 120, and then when we're descending is the touchdown 90. Okay. Easy. Easy. Spacebar.
The lengths and altitudes of a pattern may vary. For this practice mission, we will assume a typical pattern of entry at 1,000 feet above ground level and holding that altitude on the upwind and downwind legs. Base leg, descending to 600 feet toward the final approach point. A normal 3-degree glide slope from the final approach point, starting at 600 feet of altitude and 2 nautical miles away from the runway. Press the space bar key to proceed. The airspeeds flown in the pattern depend on the aircraft. For the 51D, the pattern speed is no greater than 200 miles per hour. Because the landing gear and flaps can only be lowered at speeds below 170 miles per hour. One of the advantages of the overhead pattern is that it allows you to bleed off any excess airspeed in the crosswind turn before settling down on the downwind leg and dropping the gear and flaps for final approach.
Right.
Final approach is flown at 120 miles per hour, and touchdown speed is 90. Press the space bar key to proceed.
This is hard. I have to use a keyboard and a controller.
Landing is one of the most difficult and dangerous elements of flying,
Oh,
especially
great,
in an airplane like the 51, where a powerful engine and large propeller in the nose of the aircraft pull a massive amount of torque. At low speeds, the aircraft is very sensitive to power changes, and it's easy to get into trouble by mishandling engine and aircraft controls, in particular at low altitudes when there's little time to react. Once we enter the pattern, be careful to avoid large throttle movements and handle the controls carefully to maintain controlled and stable flight. Press the space bar key to proceed.
Wait. So we're supposed to be at 30 RPM or what? I can't remember. I think he said 30 RPM. I think I'm way too low. Okay, so we're just gonna turn that up a little bit. Okay. I don't know. Oh,
Before
hey.
entering the pattern,
Whoa, what was
set
that?
the engine
What was that?
RPM to 2,700.
Hey, Maxine Wolf. Thanks for the follow. Uh, you know what? The DCS community has been just wonderful. I just want to say that I've had so many. I got 2 followers. Yeah. So, I really appreciate it. Feel free to give me a chat, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, RPM to 2,700. Which whoa, which I'm not at. I don't know why I'm falling, but I'm falling. Okay, this isn't going well. Okay, so that didn't happen. You didn't see that. You definitely didn't see that. Oh, this guy's they're coming to rescue me, even though I'm definitely dead. I'm definitely dead. I don't know what happened there. We are, what is it? Control R, Alt R, where I restart. There's a fast key for restarting, which is always great. Yeah, I remember that one the most.
Welcome to the landing lesson. Today we will practice flying a visual approach pattern, followed by the engine shutdown procedure.
Right.
If you're having trouble hearing my instruction over the engine noise,
I turned it down
the world
already.
and in-cockpit sound sliders.
I was
in the
wondering.
options menu. Take a
because
moment
it
to
was driving me
stabilize the
crazy.
aircraft in level
They
flight.
should have told you that
Set
in the
throttle to
first
about
lesson.
30 inches of manifold pressure to keep the speed
Manifold
around
pressure.
250 miles per hour.
50.
Follow the coastline as we fly northbound.
So, how do I
Press the space
turn
bar
down
key
the
when you are ready to
manifold
begin.
pressure? $30 inches of manifold pressure. Okay. So, is that RPM? I don't really know how to do that. And stay at 250. Oh, that doesn't sound great. I feel like, how do I set it at, you know, okay, so 250 miles. This is really complicated. Oh gosh, why can I not see it? Why would you do this? Oh, I'm flying through a cloud. Okay, so this is a super complicated game. 30. I am really high. Why am I so high? Okay, 30. Okay, we're at 30. We're at 30. And 250 miles an hour. Am I at 250? We are getting there. Okay, I think we're good.
The Mustang is not equipped with any modern precision approach systems, such as ILS. This means landings are performed using a visual approach pattern. In this lesson, we'll use a standard military overhead pattern. An overhead
Another
pattern
follow. Rated. Oh, cool. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I've never been rated before. So,
following basic elements. Entry into the
I
pattern on
am
the
not,
upwind lane, where the aircraft is flown along the
I don't know
runway
what I'm
parallel
doing,
to the
so,
landing course. The crosswind leg, where the aircraft is turned 180
I have no idea.
degrees
Thanks
to
for the
take
follow,
downwind
guys.
leg, using the turn to bleed off any excess speed. The downwind leg, where the aircraft is flown
I
along
really
the
appreciate
runway
the
in
follows.
opposite direction of the landing course, and is prepared for landing.
I have
Base
never.
leg,
Oh
where the
wow, that's
aircraft is
crazy.
turned
Thank
another
you.
180 degrees while descending to take the final
Crypto.
approach. The final approach, where the aircraft
Manad.
is flown down
Thank
a
you
steady
so
glide
much,
path
and
past
thanks,
the runway threshold to
Shanair,
the
for
touchdown
the
point.
raid
I've
and the
included an
follow.
image with the mission briefing showing an example
Professionals,
of
if you have
approach
questions,
pattern.
you
To
guys
open
are
the
so
briefing,
great.
press left alt
I'm
plus
not
V.
gonna lie.
Press the space bar key to proceed.
Shoot things. I'm gonna show you how to shoot things down. Yeah, I gotta learn how to land first. Okay, I'm in this Mustang and I have to use a keyboard. Yeah, I've got to use a keyboard. I don't know if you noticed. I'm using a keyboard, a controller, and I wish I had something much better.
The lengths and altitudes of a pattern may vary. For this practice mission, we will assume a typical pattern of
left Alt and B. This is what they want. Okay, so right here. So we're going to start off at 1,000 feet. We are going to go from the upwind parallel to the runway here. Okay, and we're going to do just over top the crosswing leg. We're still doing 200. We're going to go down the downwind leg. We're going to lower our speed down to 160 miles an hour. And we're going to do our gears and our flaps. So that's probably pretty important. Keyboard has lights, so you must be very fast. Yeah, that totally makes it, that makes it much quicker. Then we're going to drop it down past the base leg. We're going to descend, and we're going to go down to 120 gears, full flaps. Okay. Usually, when I play flight simulators, I use my flaps to slow me down right away. But, so I'm thinking at 160, we're going to stay there and then engage the full flaps, and that'll slow us down. Because this, yeah.
1,000
We'll
feet
see.
above
We'll see
ground
how it
level,
goes.
and holding that altitude on the upwind and downwind legs. Base leg, descending to 600 feet toward the final approach point. A normal 3-degree glide slope from the final approach point, starting at 600 feet of altitude and 2 nautical miles away from the runway.
Okay.
Press the space bar key to
Okay,
proceed.
we are going to try this again. We got 30 inches of manifold pressure. we're a little too fast, so I think we're supposed to lower this a little bit to drop down our speed. Is that going to drop our speed down? I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like it's manifold pressure is going up. Oh, that doesn't sound great. I don't know if we should do that. No, let's move it back up. Move that down. Okay. Oh, but we need to move manifold pressure up. No, we need to move that down. Because it says we need 30. We need to find the sweet spot. Okay. Let's definitely need to move that up. Okay, I'm sure we'll be fine. But we need to move manifold pressure down a little bit. That moves it up. Okay. So moving that up, move that down a little bit. Okay. So the problem is I don't know how to do manifold pressure and our miles per hour. But that's okay.
The airspeeds flown in the pattern depend on the aircraft. For the 51D, the pattern speed is no greater than 200 miles per hour. Because the landing gear and flaps can only be lowered at speeds below 170 miles per hour. Okay. One of the advantages of the overhead pattern is that it allows you to bleed off any excess airspeed in the crosswind turn before settling down on the downwind leg and dropping the gear and flaps for final approach.
Okay.
Final approach is flown at 120 miles per hour.
So 120
and touchdown speed is 90.
Is
Press
right
the
there,
space bar
just under
proceed.
that. Okay. So 200,
landing is one of the most
160,
difficult and dangerous elements of flying,
90.
especially in an airplane like the 51, where a powerful engine and large propeller in the nose of the aircraft pull a massive amount of torque. At low speeds, the aircraft is very sensitive to power changes, and it's easy to get into trouble by mishandling engine and aircraft controls, in particular at low altitudes when there's little time to react. Once we enter the pattern, be careful to avoid large throttle movements and handle the controls carefully to maintain controlled and stable flight. Press the space bar key to proceed.
Okay, we're going to try this though. Okay.
Before entering the pattern, set the engine RPM to 2,700.
Okay. How do I do that? Do I lower it down a little bit? Oh, yeah, that's totally it. 2,700. Okay. Okay. It's 25. We'll just a little bit more. We're gonna start turning around the other way. Doesn't sound great.
You should now see our airfield at 4 or 5 o'clock, a few miles east of the coast. You should also see a pattern of green gates arranged in the air to help guide you through the overhead pattern all the way down to the runway.
Okay,
the pattern entry gate is the large green one, positioned 1,000 feet above the runway threshold. Take a heading for the entry gate, which will put you on the upwind leg over the runway.
I probably went way too far. Okay, 4 or 5 o'clock. Oh yeah, that's way far. We gotta go back. Okay, the pattern entry gate is the large green one. Yeah. Okay, Zet. Take a heading for the entry gate, which will put you at the upward leg. Okay, so if we are just tuning in, Alt B, basically he wants us to go right of the runway and start our upward leg. And then we are going to cut just over and start our downward leg. This isn't stressful at all. It's not stressful. It's just, we got this. I'm just going to say this, Microsoft Flight Simulator is so much easier. I can do all this with just... You sure right is upwind? No? Okay. Take a heading for the entry gate 142 at the... I don't... how do you know the upwind leg? Um, well, oh, Alt Enter. Um, no, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. Um, oh, wait. He said something to me. Look. So, I get it. Yes. So, let's just look at what we're doing here. It's hard to kind of tell. Well, I don't know how to tell which way is that leg. How are you supposed to tell that? Hmm. Okay, so yes. So we are going to be turning left, and we are going to be starting our upwind leg that way. So there's the runway. That's where we want to start. I think. I'm doing it live. Just a little scary. And when I mean a little bit, I mean it's really scary. You might see some crashes here. Hey, thank you, J.G. Earnhardt. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, we need to get 50 here. So, okay. I'm gonna have to start playing this more because all my followers are DCS. Um, I think you guys have made that abundantly clear.
You're approaching the pattern.
Oh, okay.
Level
okay.
off at 1,000 feet and follow the gauge to
1,000
fly
feet.
the pattern.
1,000 feet. Okay. Um, wait. How do I find that out? 1,000 feet. Okay. Oh. Oh God. I feel like I'm driving a car for the first time. 1,000 feet. Okay. I'm missing it. Okay, this is... Follow the gates to the flying pattern. Okay. I'm going too fast, aren't I? I'm going way too fast. I'm supposed to be down to 200. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try that again. P51. At least you can mention the. I did. Let us say. Oh. He does not let us say Spitfire. Oh, we're a little bit too low. Okay. P51 Mustang. At least we can mention you in Spitfire. But this isn't a Spitfire, is it? Isn't this a Mustang? Okay, so we're supposed to be doing 200 miles per hour, I believe. Let me just double check that. I don't want to mislead you guys. P51, yes. Okay. So, 1,000 feet, 200 miles per hour to 160. I feel like that's really fast, but... Nice and easy throttle adjustments. I don't know why it's not going up. Why isn't it going up? Oh. Just nice and easy. Okay. Mustard. Okay. So we can lower it down a little bit here. We need to get to 200. So, yeah, easy throttle adjustments, it says. I am Norwegian. Okay. Oh, that's good. I'm Canadian for everyone who's joining in, so still going way too quickly here. Maybe I'll just gain some altitude to slow down a little bit. Oh, Canada, yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna start turning here. The problem is, I don't really know how to look around with... Okay, we're at 200. That's perfect. I wish I could just do everything with... oh, hey! Crappy McCrappy. Appreciate the follow, thank you. You're gonna see me probably crash a lot, so... Um, we'll get through it. Okay. If they threw me out of Norway, I would want to live in Canada or maybe Sweden. Would Sweden take Norwegians? Man, if there is one thing I know absolutely nothing about, it's geography. I am truly awful. I went to social studies and I when I did go to social studies to study like geography and stuff, like I was not paying attention. My teacher in grade 12, he said to me, "It's nice to meet you too." My teacher basically said, and this is a crusty old 60-year-old, okay, who is teaching social studies. He said in grade 12, you might as well just quit. You got a 43. You have an achievement test. You got to do good on it. You might as well just drop out and start working the rest of your life for doing whatever. And I was like, and I went home. Yeah. Uh, I went home and I hit the books and I pounded a bunch of energy drinks and I got a 70 something on my final and I passed my class. So if a teacher ever tells you you're not good enough, I mean, teachers should be telling you, you know, you can do. Yeah, I can do this. I know I can. It's gonna take me a while. Oh, and I'm going
Good job
way
entering the pattern.
fast.
You are now on the upwind leg.
Okay.
Keep the power down and monitor your airspeed and altitude. The next leg will be the crosswind turn, taking you 180 degrees left to put you on the downwind leg. Use the turn to bleed off any excess speed so that you're below 200 mph on the downwind leg.
I gotta really focus on this one. Okay. Wait. What does it say? What does it say? The next leg of the crosswind turn, take your 180 degree left to put you on the downward leg. Use the turn to bleed off any excess speed so that you are below 200 miles on the downward leg. Okay. We're gonna try it. Oh god. Oh god. We missed it. 60 degrees max. 60 degree max. Okay. Well, we're at 160. We're a little low. Alright, hopefully we don't have to do this again. Uh-oh. I am learning this game myself. Yeah, I tried the other airplane. Way more power. Yeah, this game is extremely hard. Okay, we need to go up higher. But we're not gonna do it. We're gonna crash for sure. Okay, we're gonna try it again. So we gotta find the sweet spot for the throttle. and that's the problem. Um, and I don't have. If we can get enough people, I'm gonna get an Xbox uh, when they become available. I'd like to get a. What are we at? What are we at? We're really low. We gotta speed up. 2000s? A flanker before. Oh, flanker. What's a flanker? Is that like a bomber? Or like a World War II? Like a four engine? Uh, how long has this game been out? Okay, so let's level out, and we'll try this again. Okay, start off at 200. Russian, 4th generation fighter. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to lose that Russian one, and I'd like to cold start it. For all you people who don't know what a cold start is, flanker was a. Okay. So when I first started, um, when I first started, I started one of my very first. I had a computer. It had Windows 98. I started with Jane's. I don't know if anyone remembers the Jane's Combat Simulator. Um, that was my game. I played it all the time. I made missions. I had no idea what I was doing, but I think I must have been like 15, maybe even younger. But yeah, this is the most complicated game I've ever played. Okay, so we're at 200. We're doing good. I think. Chainsaw. You heard of Matt Wagner by any chance then? I don't know. I started with an F-19 stealth fighter. No, you know what I remember was my favorite plane was the Messerschmitt 262. And we are going way too fast here. And we got a co-pilot here. If you aren't co-pilot Jack, he's helping out today. So I also have an Oculus headset. So when I do learn this game, um, we are going to learn how to play this in VR, which I'm sure is just going to be incredibly fun. Okay. Secret weapon of the is the on PC 4.6 tour. Oh yeah. So I don't really know. I'm still going a little bit too quick. Am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to be following these, aren't I? Okay. Okay, so we'll see if this is the sweet spot. Okay. We'll see if the turn brings us down. If you're just tuning in, we are learning how to land a P-51 Mustang. Okay, we are down. Yeah, we're at 200, so that's good. We need to get down to 160. Oh gosh. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this in VR. Okay, am I supposed to hit space, by the way? Space didn't do anything. Okay, we're down. Okay, we're going to bring it down, I think, a little bit more. Okay. Oh, my cat is not helping. Jack, you're supposed to be helping me through this. Okay, we're down to almost 160. We're gonna be dropping it down. Okay, we are there. We're at 160, guys. Hopefully the next part of the mission does come in. Oh, we're going a little bit too slow now. Slow controls. Okay. Okay, we're at 150. We're a little bit low on speed. I'm sure everyone is just waiting to see how I'm going to do on this next one, because I know we're supposed to do flaps, and I don't have enough hands for that. Okay, this last one is supposed to go down to 120. Okay, so we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna see how we do here. Okay. Oh, we need to do our gears. Okay, so you can see on see how it went green. So if you want to get your oh boy, I can't talk and play this game. It's green, but if your gears don't drop, you have to rock. Yeah, it's telling me I gotta do this all over again. Okay, we're down. Okay, we need to drop this down a little bit more, because we're still doing 150. We're supposed to be doing like 90, 120. I feel like that's too low now. This isn't gonna go over well. I know I should have been doing something else, and we have to get every single one of these. But let's see if we can do this. We're in here. Where are we at? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're supposed to have our flaps on too. But we don't. Okay, we're down to 100. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we gonna make it? We're gonna, oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. So, in this part, we have to
Use careful Z or X rudder commands to roll down the center of the runway. Do not use the wheel brakes unless you have to.
Oh.
Set throttle to idle power at 1000 RPM. You missed some of the pattern gates in your approach. Next time, fly the pattern more accurately. Continue to roll to the next available taxiway to the right. Press and hold left shift plus C to open the canopy.
Page down, page down. Is it page down or no? Oh. What does he say? Control C or something? Was it really a perfect landing? That was... oh, no, it wasn't a perfect landing because I have a... Something's wrong.
Slow down and take the taxiway to the right.
Page down. Is it page down? Oh, I think I mixed the taxiway. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, you definitely don't want to press W. Oh, is that the taxiway? We're going wait. Okay, left, right, W. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we got an alarm going off here. Okay. So let's just see what it was. What is how do you view our cockpit here? Oh. Because I'm pretty sure. I think it's what. Jack, you're not helping here. Um, we need to look outside because we definitely have we're going to on the grass, aren't we?
Park in one of the parking spaces.
Oh, okay. Now you want me to park. Okay. Um. Oh. Yeah, it's not annoying at all. Parking spaces, eh? Where's the parking spaces? Is that a parking space? Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 go down. I can't see anything. Um. Probably gonna run into something. Let's just face it. Can we turn that off? Is it this one? Okay. So this has got to be a parking space, I'm
We'll
guessing.
now shut down the aircraft. Let's first set the parking brake. Note that in cool weather you should give the brakes time to cool prior to setting the parking brake. Pull and hold the parking brake handle by clicking on it and holding the mouse button down.
Okay. Should give the parking brake time to cool down by pressing plus and hold the parking brake.
Continue to hold the parking brake handle and press the wheel brakes down by holding down the W key.
Okay.
Now
Now let
release
go.
the wheel brakes by releasing the W key.
Okay.
Release the parking brake handle to set the parking brake.
It's parked. It's set. Did we
Set
do this?
propeller RPM to full increase with the page up key and idle the engine at 1,500 RPM.
What? Engine idle RPM 1500. Okay. I thought we were done, but we're not done.
Turn off the fuel booster pumps by setting the fuel booster switch to off.
Okay.
Open the fuel and coolant radiator flap doors by holding each switch in the open position. Then set the switches to off.
Okay, sorry, what? Okay. Open the oil and coolant radiator flap doors by holding each switch in the open position. Okay. Open? Open? How do I know if it's the open position? Closed. Okay. Okay, open position. And then to off. Let me look. Okay.
Set the trim tabs to neutral.
Oh.
Raise the flaps by dragging the flaps control handle up or pressing left shift plus F5 times.
Raise the flaps by dragging. Okay. Left shift, and F5.
Set the fuel mixture to idle cutoff to shut down the engine.
Okay. Idle cutoff. Idle cutoff. That left click. Now shut down the engine. Wait. Okay.
Turn off the magnetos by setting the ignition switch to off.
Okay.
Turn off the fuel shutoff valve.
Okay.
Turn off the pitot heat generator cutoff, and battery cutoff switches on the electrical control panel. Turn off all cockpit and external lights that may be on. Pull the landing gear emergency release handle to release hydraulic pressure.
Awesome.
Lock the controls. Left-click on the latch to lock the controls in a stick-forward position for towing, or right-click on the latch to lock the stick in the neutral position with the tail wheel locked.
Oh, this guy doesn't take a breath. I think you gotta move it down a little bit, and then... Oh,
This concludes the landing lesson. Nice job.
I don't think that was a great job. I feel like I need to do that again. I mean, like, that was pretty bad. What do you guys want to see? Should we try something else? Do you guys want to learn how to get into the air? So, I don't really want to do the SU-25T. It's a little scary. Let's do a guided takeoff. Because I feel like I get lucky with taking off. It's pretty bad.
Welcome to the takeoff lesson. Press the space bar key to begin.
Okay.
The 51 is generally very controllable in takeoff, but the powerful engine and large propeller spinning at the front do require careful use of the rudder in order to maintain a straight course down the runway. A right rudder trim of 5 to 6 degrees is a standard takeoff setting and is usually sufficient to maintain directional stability in the takeoff run. A normal takeoff is performed at takeoff power, which is 61 inches of manifold pressure at 3,000 RPM. However, to minimize controllability issues while practicing, we will take off at a reduced power setting of about 50 inches of manifold pressure.
50.
Press the space bar key to proceed.
Okay.
Your primary instruments during the takeoff run will be the airspeed indicator on the left side of the instrument panel and the manifold pressure indicator on the right side. Once in the air, we will use the turn indicator and the rate of climb indicator to maintain a desired flight path. Press the spacebar key to proceed.
Okay.
The first key element of a successful takeoff is gradual onset of power. You cannot just slam the throttle forward. The torque effects of a sudden burst of power are very likely to run you off the runway and into the grass with devastating results.
So, I didn't clip this, but I totally did this, and just trying to start the engine. And this RPM lever on the bottom left, I don't know if you can see that. Basically what I did was, I actually was starting the engine up and the RPM level was all the way up, and then my nose went straight down into the ground. The brakes were on, but it went down, and then that was a cool thing to see to your propeller.
The other key element is the tail lift. As the aircraft accelerates toward 100 miles per hour, the tail will lift itself off the ground, unless held down with some stick back pressure.
Yeah, it's
You can perform a takeoff without a tail lift by simply holding the stick back to maintain a 3-point attitude until the plane flies itself.
I don't know what 3-point
Most
attitude
pilots,
is,
however, prefer to
but
let
I
the
think
tail
that's
rise up to continue
just a
accelerating
little
while
bit
running
back.
on the front wheels before
I
lifting
don't
off
really
into
know.
the air. Press the spacebar key to proceed.
So we did that.
The takeoff starts with the stick held back to keep the tail wheel
Okay,
locked
we did
for a
that.
controlled ground run. To perform a tail lift, neutralize the stick as speed approaches 100 miles per hour.
Neutralize
Be careful to avoid lifting the tail too early by pushing the stick forward. The changes in pitch angles occurring during the tail lift
I don't know why
cause
we'd want to do
significant directional
forward.
instability, which is more difficult to control at slower speeds. Careful rudder input will be required to maintain heading as the tail lifts.
Rudder is
You may
Z
need to alternate
and
a bit
X,
of right
guys.
and left rudder input before stabilizing for the liftoff. Press the spacebar key to proceed.
I'm not gonna lie, this thing goes all over the place. Are you using a mouse and a keyboard? Yeah. Is it possible to use just like an Xbox controller or something. Because I mean, I don't have Hodis controls yet. You can't even get them in Canada right now. Where the ones I want the Xbox one, the new one. I can't remember what they're called. Um, but yeah, I'm using a mouse and keyboard. Yeah. So if we can get a lot more people, I can definitely get those. My buddy's got one. I told him to start streaming, but I don't have them yet. They're hard to get, especially where I am. So okay.
Flaps are not used in a normal takeoff. 15 to 20 degrees of down flaps are used when a minimum run takeoff is required.
Okay.
Press right control plus enter to open the controls indicator so
Did
you
that.
can monitor
So
the position
right
of your
control
flight
and enter.
controls.
If you see on
To
the bottom
prepare for the
left.
takeoff run, set the rudder trim to about 5 degrees right.
So
Click
rudder
and
trim.
drag the rudder trim tab control
Alt
wheel.
Z. 5 degrees.
On the throttle quadrant, make sure the RPM lever is set all the way forward to increase. If not, press and hold the page up key to set it.
Okay,
Hold down the wheel brakes using
as
the
you can
W
see,
key.
that's this one right here. Okay? So page up and page down, it's page up all the way. So down would be obviously the other way. That's the RPM, revs per minute. Okay? And hold down the W. Okay,
Using
so
the
see
numpad
that
plus and
on
minus
the
keys,
bottom left?
control the throttle to set the manifold pressure to about 30 inches.
Okay. This is so incredibly hard with keyboard, just to let everybody know, but I'm going to do it. As you can see, manifold pressure is right there. Okay. And I'm going to tap it. And it just went up so high. Okay.
Keep the stick pulled somewhat aft of neutral to keep the tail wheel locked.
Oh, it's
Whenever you're ready, release the wheel brakes to begin the takeoff run.
Come on. So we're just short of 30. We're just going to increase it just a little bit more. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. You might see a crash here. You ready?
Use the rudder or Z and X keys to maintain your heading down the runway. Gradually add power to set about 50 inches of manifold pressure.
Gradually.
Neutralize the stick to lift the tail. Easy on the rudder.
Oh god. Oh god. No, wrong way. I did the wrong way. I did invert it. So yeah, that's what happens. What is it? Shift. Oh, yeah. Okay. You guys didn't see that. You didn't. No, that was not. Okay, we're gonna start. We're gonna.
Welcome to the takeoff lesson. Press the spacebar key to begin.
Okay.
The 51 is generally very controllable in takeoff, but the powerful engine and large propeller spinning at the front do require careful use of the rudder in order to maintain a straight course down the runway. A right rudder trim of 5 to 6 degrees is a standard takeoff setting and is usually sufficient to maintain directional stability in the takeoff
And
run.
it wants to go left.
A normal takeoff is performed at takeoff power, which is 61 inches of manifold pressure at 3,000 RPM. However, to minimize controllability issues while practicing, we will take off at a reduced power setting of about 50 inches of manifold pressure. Press the spacebar key to proceed. Your primary instruments during the takeoff run will be the airspeed indicator on the left side of the instrument panel and the manifold pressure indicator on the right side. Once in the air, we will use the turn indicator and the rate of climb indicator to maintain a desired flight path. Press the spacebar key to proceed.
Okay.
The first key element of a successful takeoff is a gradual onset of power. You cannot just slam the throttle forward. The torque effects of a sudden burst of power are very likely to run you off the runway and into the grass with devastating results. The other key element is the tail lift. As the aircraft accelerates toward 100 miles per hour,
It's a little scary.
the tail will lift itself off the ground,
scary.
unless held down with some stick back pressure. You can perform a takeoff without a tail lift by simply holding the stick back to maintain a 3-point attitude until the plane flies itself off the ground. Most pilots, however, prefer to let the tail rise up to continue accelerating while running on the front wheels before lifting off into the air.
We'll see what it's like
Press the spacebar key
back
to
a little
proceed.
bit.
The takeoff starts with the stick held back to keep the tail wheel locked for a controlled ground run. To perform a tail lift, neutralize the stick as speed approaches 100 miles per hour. Be careful to avoid lifting the tail too early by pushing the stick forward. The changes in pitch angles occurring during the tail lift cause significant directional instability, which is more difficult to control at slower speeds. Careful rudder input will be required to maintain heading as
That's
the
your
tail
Z and
lifts.
X.
You may need to alternate a bit of right and left rudder input before stabilizing
Right
for the
and
liftoff.
left.
Press the spacebar key to proceed.
Okay.
Flaps are not used in a normal takeoff. 15 to 20 degrees of down flaps are used when a minimum run
So your
takeoff
flaps
is
are right
required.
there.
Press right control plus enter to open the controls indicator so you can monitor the
Right
position
control
of
and
your
enter.
flight
That's our
controls.
red one.
To prepare for the takeoff run, set the rudder trim to about 5 degrees right.
Did that.
Click and drag the rudder trim tab control wheel.
Oh wait.
On the throttle quadrant, make sure the RPM lever is set
Control
all
wheel.
the way forward
Wait,
to
wait.
increase.
Oh, okay.
If not, press and hold the page up key to set it. Hold down the wheel brakes using the W key.
Okay, we're gonna do this again, I guess. Okay.
Using the
brakes are
numpad
on.
plus and minus keys, control the throttle to set the manifold pressure to about 30 inches.
Okay.
Keep the stick pulled somewhat aft of neutral to keep the tail wheel locked. Whenever you're ready,
that.
release the wheel brakes to begin the takeoff run.
Okay.
Use the rudder or Z and X keys to maintain your heading down the runway. Gradually add power to set about 50 inches of manifold pressure. Neutralize the stick to lift the tail. Easy on the rudder.
Oh God. Oh no.
Gently pull back on the stick to take off. Watch the turn indicator and use your rudder and aileron control to maintain your takeoff flight path by keeping the ball in the center. Retract the gear with the G key. Monitor the landing gear warning lights to make sure the gear
G.
retracts and locks successfully.
Okay, so
Lights
see it right there?
extinguished.
Red.
Quickly check the engine gauge to make sure the oil temperature and pressure are showing normal readings. Also check the coolant temperature gauge for a normal reading. Reduce power to maximum continuous by first setting 46 inches manifold pressure and then reducing RPM to 2700.
Okay. 4600. Manifold pressure. RPM 2700. Let me just zoom in here. I don't know how sticky it is. RPM 2700. Okay, not too bad.
A good approximate climb
We
speed
did
is
it.
170 mph. Set a desired climb rate
Okay.
using the rate of climb indicator and trim the aircraft to maintain the flight path. As you continue to climb, monitor the instruments to make sure the aircraft is operating normally. This concludes the takeoff lesson. Well done, pilot.
Woo! We did it! Woohoo! So, I'm delayed as all hell, of course, but still flying. What do you mean delayed? What are you delayed with? Oh, like, oh, it's hard. Like, I'm using the keyboard, man. Like, this is, I've done this a little bit. This is my first week, but it's tough. Should we try and land this thing? Let's try and land it. Doing it. We did. I tried to do it on my own. I did it once, but it was definitely not the right way to do it. Okay, so So this right here, we need to turn these off. Okay. So I have to literally use... Oh, what did I do? Oh. My keyboard, my controller, everything all at once. Okay. Whew. Okay, so where's the airport? It's over there, right? Okay, so let's start by going this way. And you'll get there. You just gotta practice a lot. Like this is my first week, and it's not hard. If you follow me, you'll see when I'm online. And I'm gonna start doing VR on this too. Once hopefully I can learn everything. Inline, otherwise that torque on takeoff would be much worse. Thanks, Docky. I really appreciate it. Looks like someone else followed a couple. Oh, crappy. We got him. Really appreciate it. I wish it would show up on my screen though. It doesn't show up over top. Okay, so in order to land, let's zoom out here a little bit. Actually, I kind of want to look at just like everything that's going on here. So I'm running a 5900X AMD. A 3070. I've got VR capable. If we can get to 100 people, I'm really bad with scary games. Like I'm gonna scream. So I think if we can get to 100, I might play like this jump scare called Red Matter. No one seems to stream it, so I'll put the camera on me, and I'm sure you'll see some pretty scary stuff. So it's an inline. So I don't know what an inline is. I'd be happy to help you learn. I've got about 1,000 hours. Oh yeah, yeah. The Twitch community has been so good. So my Discord is. Let me just copy that here, and I'll place that in the chat. That's my that's mine right there. I am definitely not very good at what I'm doing, especially with VR. It's actually really tough. I'm getting better every day, but okay. You know what? Let's just lower the RPMs down a little bit. We need to go to 200 miles per hour. Doesn't help that I'm used to kilometers as well. I also do Flight Simulator as well. I don't think it's nearly as intense as this game. I mean, you really got to be watching. So we'll drop our should bring our RPMs down a little bit here. Oh yeah. My co-pilot's right next to me here, Jack. He refuses to use his scratching post, unfortunately, to sit in. We're gonna try and land this thing. So if you're just tuning in, this is a P-51 Mustang. every day I spend a little bit of time on this. I think if I get more followers on this, though, I'm going to be spending a lot of time on it. Get some flight controls. I feel like that's a little too low. We are way too high. Okay. So we need to be doing 200 miles per hour on this. We're going to try and do this without the guide. We're way too high. It's okay. We're going to gain a lot of speed doing this. Okay. Manifold pressure is under 30. Okay. I think we're gonna start cutting here soon. So hard when there's water below you. Okay, yeah, we're definitely losing a lot of speed here. Maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, a little bit too much. A lot. Way too much speed loss. But that's okay. We'll figure this out. There's the airport. Okay. Figure this out. We'll figure it out. We're way too high too. I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. This isn't stressful. Okay. Okay, should we drop down to about 200? Okay, we're dropping down a little bit lower than that. We're not following what we should be doing though. Okay, we're at 160 when we're turning. Unfortunately, I can't really look with the other thumbstick. Yeah, we're still way too high. Let's drop it down a little bit. Okay, maybe I'll drop down the RPM a little bit. Maybe that'll help. That'll probably help. I don't really understand the two. I just thought it would just, yeah. Okay, so drop it down just a little bit more. Okay, so now we're doing 200. That's good. We're going to start turning. I can't, unfortunately, look very easily. Oh, no, we're way too high. We're way too high. Jacket, my cat is licking my hands while I control the mouse. Okay. It's a little distracting. Okay. I feel like this is good. This is good. Sorry, late to reply. Inlines are a type of internal combustion engine. Cylinders are arranged, you guessed it, in a line. Radial engines have their cylinders arranged in a circle. Wow. At least inlines have the least amount of drift. I honestly, I'm gonna. Um, I have no idea what you just said, but that sounds very, very complicated. Okay, so I think we are gonna get ready. We should be. We're still going way too quickly. Okay, let's do a turn. This page down a little bit. Drop down our speed. We should go. Oh gosh. Oh no, this isn't happening. Oh. I don't know why it was so easy in the next one. Page down. Okay, I'm still going way, way too quick. Way too quick. Might as well just cut the engine at this point. Just slowed me down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one again, unfortunately. So, let's get up RPM just a little higher. Let's get that to 200. Okay, we're at 200. Start cutting. I remember they cut really heavily. Oh, I was maybe too heavy. We'll use these power lines as okay, okay. I'm gonna drop the RPM down a little bit more. No, not RPM. Okay, page down. Whew. Okay. I feel like my flight pattern is just it's awful. Okay. I'll drop that down a little bit. Where's the airport? It's over there. Okay. Start turning. We're gonna lose speed. We got the gears the whole way on this, which probably isn't a good thing. Probably damage those. We're gonna drop that down. How's it flying so well? Like, this engine is amazing. Going too quickly. guess I gotta use flaps, but that's what you're probably supposed to do. Going way too quickly. Way, way, way too quickly. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Let's do something. Okay, so do we do missions? Can we do missions with this thing? Oh. Wait, I can only do missions with this thing? Does anybody know? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do training on the SU-25. So. Oh, we're using... Is this a MiG? SU-25. I wonder what that is. It's Russian.
Welcome to the SU-25T Frogfoot. The Frogfoot, also called the Grach, is a very capable ground attack aircraft that can destroy most anything on the battlefield. Before we start blowing things up, though, let's first learn how to start up this bird and taxi to the runway.
Okay.
The first thing I'll ask you to do is turn on the electrical power by pressing right shift and L.
Okay. I'm gonna have to write this down, guys. Right shift and L.
With the electrical power now engaged, you can see that the heads-up display, or HUD, comes to life, as well as many instruments and cockpit lights. Before moving the aircraft, make sure that more than 3 minutes have elapsed in order to let the horizontal situation indicator gyro to align properly. Now that you have power, let's turn on the navigation lights by pressing right control and L.
Right control and L.
Next, let's close the canopy by pressing left control and C.
Left control and C.
Our next step is to start our two engines. Before you do so, make sure your throttle controller has a 0 power setting. Start the left engine by pressing right, Alt, and Home.
Oh, how do I make sure my throttle control has a 0 power setting? Right, Alt, Home. Right, Alt, Home. And that's what? Left engine. Okay. Hijack. Okay. 0 setting. I don't know how to do that. So we'll just assume it's 0. Right Alt and Home. Yeah.
With the left engine started, press right control and Home to start the right engine.
Wait, what? Left engine, right control and Home. Right control and Home is the right engine. Right control and... Oh, what did I do? Oh, right control and Home. Did I do it? Nothing came on. Right control and Home.
Off the lower left
Okay.
corner of the TV display is the engine gauge, with needles marked 1 and 2.
Okay, wait. On the lower left corner of the off the lower left corner of the TV display is the engine gauge, with needles marked 1 and 2 for the engines. Okay, when the engine is being started, one of the two green lights.
2 engines. When an engine is being started,
Once a light turns off, the indicator is ready for operation.
one of the 2 green lights below the gauge will light. Once a light turns off, it indicates that the engine is ready for operation. In the lower left corner of the dash is an aircraft.
Okay, so off the lower left corner of the TV display is the engine gauge. Needles marked 1 and 2 for 2 engines. When an engine is being started, one of the 2 green lights below the gauge will light. Once it turns off, it is ready for operation.
It indicates the status of your flaps,
Right there.
landing gear, and air brake. Lower your flaps to the takeoff position by pressing left shift and F.
Left, shift, and F to lower flaps. Left shift and F.
We're now ready to taxi, so slowly increase the throttles by moving your throttle control forward or pressing page up. To reduce throttle, use your throttle controller or press page down. To use the wheel brakes, press W.
We don't need
Start
to
rolling
write that
forward
down.
and turn to the left of the taxiway ahead.
I think.
Press Z to steer left
Oh,
and press
gosh.
X to steer right.
Jack, you're killing me here. You're killing me. Lights are out, so we can start taxiing. Okay. Oh, wheel brakes on, so hit W. Or is it on? We're gonna increase. Cool. You said we're taxiing left?
102. Ассистент. Разрешаю руление на полосу 8.
You guys don't want to hear my Russian accent. Okay. I think you said left, right? You said left. It's actually much easier
Nice
than
job.
the
You're
Mustang.
now heading in the right direction. Keep your taxi speed around 10 kilometers per hour. As you taxi, use small, smooth rudder corrections to keep you aligned on the center of the taxiway.
How do I know I'm going 10 kilometers an hour? There's no indicator that isn't Russian. Is that 10 kilometers an hour? Well, maybe that's it. I don't know.
At the fork, hang a right to reach the runway.
Okay.
As we taxi, you can go to external view by pressing F2
Oh,
and
F2.
return to the cockpit by pressing
Ooh,
F1.
That's
You can
pretty.
zoom in and out using the keypad star and / keys. Rotate the views using the keypad direct.
Okay. F2. I gotta write this down. My cat took my pen. Just a second, guys. Ah. Okay. So F2. External view. View. I'm sure once we get all this, it'll be just easy. And return to the cockpit, F1. Pretty easy. Zoom in and out with the keypad, which we are not going to do because that's all my bindings for Twitch. I'm just going to use the washroom. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. and then we're going to be taxiing no time. I'm just going to close my window. I was doing some boxing this morning, and I left it open. It's very cold in here. Okay. I think we are going to be just fine. This is a much easier aircraft from what I've seen.
105 в воздухе.
Okay.
We've now reached the runway threshold. Taxi onto the runway to the right and align yourself down the length of it.
Oh boy.
Once aligned down the runway, increase thrust of both engines to maximum and use gentle inputs on the rudder, X and Z, to keep you tracking down the center line.
Okay. F2. That was that could have been bad. Let's see here. Okay. I think we're just gonna move down a little bit left here. Oh, hello. Thanks for the follow, Dan of Wales. I appreciate the follow. It makes me smile. We are going to page up, and we are going to go high into the sky, I think.
105. Прошел ППМ-2 на
I don't know what's going to
260.
happen.
When your airspeed, as indicated in the top left corner of the HUD, indicates about 250 kilometers per hour, gently pull back on the controller and allow the aircraft to fly itself off the runway.
Why? Why is it going that
Don't
way?
yank the controller back to force the aircraft into the air.
Why is
As
it?
mentioned before, your airspeed in kilometers per hour
What's
is
going
indicated
on?
in the top left corner of the
Why
HUD.
am I doing
The top
spins
right-hand
right
corner
now?
of the HUD is your altitude in meters. Between the altitude and speed indications is your heading tape.
No.
With positive climb established, raise the landing gear by pressing G.
Okay, G.
In the center of the HUD is the pitch and roll indication, and along the right side of the HUD is your pitch ladder and vertical velocity indication.
But why?
Go ahead and raise the flaps by pressing left control and F.
Left control, F.
This concludes this lesson on starting up
But
the
why?
SU-25T,
Why am I spinning
taxiing, and taking
needlessly?
off. You can end the lesson now by pressing the escape key.
Why is this happening? Always good to see more people getting into the game. Thanks, I really appreciate your guys's. The community has been really great. I just wish my input was working. I don't know what's going on. Why am I spinning? Like I'm not even touching anything, and I am spinning out of control.
105. Прошел по ПМ-3 на
Okay, so I think we can
260.
move on to the next. Maybe if I had page down a little bit. What am I doing? Jeez. Can I go straight up? I wonder if I can go straight up. Okay. We can go to the next one. We can go to the next. Okay. We can go to the next one. Although I do want to know why my input was landing difficult, landing easy. Okay, basic flight controls and navigation. Okay, let's do it. That's weird. For whatever you're using to fly, is there anything bound to trim? That's the thing. I don't really know. Have to use a keyboard and like I'm guessing everyone in the community uses like flight controls. Like, does anyone use a keyboard and mouse or an Xbox controller? I feel like nobody would. Like everyone has like HOTAS and rudder pedals and everything else. Would that be safe to say?
Welcome to this lesson on the basic flying and navigation of the SU-25T. This lesson will teach you how to get from point A to point Z and all points in between.
Okay.
I currently have the lesson in active pause.
Thank goodness.
If you wish, you can turn on cockpit lighting by pressing L. Your airspeed is indicated at the top left corner of the HUD. The horizontal line below the airspeed indication with the caret below it.
Okay, your airspeed is ending on the top. Okay, airspeed indicator. So I'm guessing that's it right there. 630, 620. The horizontal line below the airspeed indicator is what? Where is it below? Okay, what? Have you tried multiplayer? No, I I could only imagine how crazy that would be. No, this is as far as I've got. I am so scared of this game. So scared. Yeah. You're in multiplayer right now. You know what? I think after this, I will definitely go into multiplayer then. I'm guessing there's some pretty crazy flyers. And I'm flying toward the front line. Oh, hey, the infamous melon. Yeah. Well, so for anyone who doesn't know, we added, and he started flying as well. I'm prepared to die a lot. Okay, that's good to know. Attack and seed platform. Okay. If the credit is on the left of the line, you are okay. The left of the line. Okay, so it's right in the middle. And if you're, oh wait, if the credit is on the left side of the line, you are decelerating. If it is in the center, your speed is not changing, and is on the right side of the line, it is accelerating. Okay. The smaller number above it is the set airspeed. Okay, the number above it. Press the spacebar to continue. Okay. Oh, and you will need DCS simple radio standalone. Oh. That's. I feel like that is going to take.
Indicates your acceleration or deacceleration.
Oof.
If the carrier is on the left side of the line, you are deaccelerating.
I can't do anything.
If it is in the center, your speed is not changing. And if it's on the right side of the line, you're accelerating. The smaller number above is your set airspeed for that leg of the route
So
when you're in
620
navigation mode. Press the
is,
spacebar to
oh no,
continue.
is 520 my, okay, if the credit isn't the last one, okay. The smaller number above is your set airspeed. So 520? Is that right, a 620? I can't see it. SRS is easy. Sorry, procedures. We'll chat about it. Okay, sounds great.
Your altitude in meters is indicated in the top right corner of your HUD. An R to the right indicates it is radar altitude, or height above ground, and not barometric, height above sea level altitude. The smaller number above is your desired barometric altitude for that leg of the route. Press the spacebar to continue.
The altitude in meters is indicated in the top right corner. So, an R to the right, that doesn't make any sense to me. An R to the right indicates the radar altitude. Is that supposed to be the R? It looks like a P to me. And not barometric height above sea level. The smaller number above is the designed, okay, barometric attitude for the leg of the route. Okay, we got this. We got this. Spacebar.
You probably noticed a circle in the center of the HUD.
Yep.
This provides you course steering to the next waypoint. By flying the aircraft to align the circle in the center of the bank and pitch indicator in the center of the HUD, you will reach your next destination on the course line. The course line is the direct line between two waypoints. Press the spacebar to continue.
That's all mud to me, man. I have
In the
no
bottom
idea.
center of your front dash is a horizontal situation indicator, or HSI, that looks like a compass.
Bottom
The yellow
center
needle
of your
points
front
directly
dash.
to your next waypoint, and the top left field indicates the range in kilometers to that waypoint.
Am I just that
Top-
dumb that I do not understand? The bottom center of your front dash. Oh, hey, the waypoints. I'm guessing that's that right there. That's the Russian R. The tutorial is assuming you have the English cockpit on. Yes, there is an English Okay. Do you have to download it or do you have to pay for it? What do I do? Because I totally want the English version. This is the Russian one. The top. Okay.
Right field indicates your course bearing to reach the next waypoint. The double white needles points to your course intercept. When you're on course to the next waypoint, both the yellow and white needles will align.
Okay. The yellow. Okay. In the bottom center of your front dash. I'm guessing this is the front dash. Is it the front dash? Is the horizontal situational indicator, or it looks like a compass.
Press the spacebar to continue.
Oh, okay. No, that's this right here. Okay. Now, go to the main menu options, special options. Okay, I guess you'd have to do it in the main menu. Okay. So, well, I'm gonna do that tomorrow, I think. Okay, looks like a compass. Is that it? That looks like a compass. Okay. Your front dash is the horizontal situation indicator. Horizontals. Or HSI. Horizontal situation indicator. That looks like a compass. That looks like a compass. The yellow needle, that right there, points directly to your next waypoint. Okay. And the top left field the needle points. The top left field indicates the range in kilometers. Okay, to the waypoint. So for anyone who doesn't know, the top left, that's how many kilometers we have to go. 2 kilometers. Yes, below your ADI is your HSD. this will make more sense when you start to move. Okay. The top right field indicates your course bearing to reach your next 205, because it goes to 360 and then goes to 0, I'm guessing. I've played Flight Simulator. The double white needles point to your course intercept. When you are on course with your next waypoint, both the yellow and the white needles will... That's super easy. Okay. Let's base.
Ahead of you are a series of gates to fly through. Fly through the first gate directly ahead of you. You can push the control stick forward to push the nose down and dive, or pull back the stick to raise the nose and climb. These inputs control your elevator. Use the throttle, or page up and page down, to control your thrust.
Okay.
Try to keep your airspeed around 620 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
Press the spacebar when you're ready, and I will unpause the lesson.
Okay, here we go.
Note that when you pass through a gate, the next one's sequence will become larger if it's rather far away. If you get too fast, reduce the throttle and toggle your air brakes by pressing B.
B for air brakes.
The next gate is above you and to the left. To change your heading, use your aircraft's ailerons to roll the aircraft to the left by moving your control stick to the left and then gently pulling back on the stick until you are aligned with the next gate.
Okay, okay.
The next two gates are below you and to the right. This time, roll the aircraft to the right and lower your nose to fly through the gates.
I like this. I like this a lot. I'm down. Okay. Supposed to keep it around 620. Okay, I got this. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm having fun.
Fly through the next gate directly ahead. As you go faster, your nose will want to rise, and as you go slower, the nose will want to fall.
Right.
To keep your nose level, try using the trim. To trim the nose up,
yes,
press right control and period. To trim the nose down,
right control
press
and
right.
period. Right control. Okay, wait. I gotta write this down because I definitely need to trim. I love the trim. So that's start up. Trim. Okay, trim is the nose up. So if you want to go up, okay. To trim the nose up, press the right control. Hello, Captain Jack. And period. Which is, you think I would know where period is? I am brain dead. To trim the nose down, okay. Right control. Period. And a semicolon. It's right there. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. We want to trim it. Okay. If you want the nose, try using the trim. to trim the nose up, which would go, we want it to trim it down. So we want to use right control semicolon. Right control.
Control and semicolon.
Okay. A little too fast here.
Keep flying through the gates ahead. As mentioned in the previous lesson, you can also move your nose side to side using the rudder called yaw. Yaw left by pressing Z, and yaw right by pressing X.
I'm gonna have to redo all this if I get flight controls. Hey! Thank you, David the pilot. Hey, got another raid. Thank you guys. You guys are great. I really appreciate it. David the pilot. We are learning. Go to Frogford. Yeah. So we are learning to fly. We just learned to taxi. I'm not really good. I'm just using a mouse and keyboard and an Xbox controller. It's super tough, but we're getting through it. So.
In the lower center of the HUD, you can see the range indication to the next waypoint.
Hey, well, I really appreciate it. This community has been wonderful. Without
In
a
the lower right
doubt.
portion of the HUD is the next waypoint number, in this case, 15.
And we got 15? What? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, 15, 16. Okay, it shows. Okay. That's easy. Homeboy is working with no joystick and doing well. Yeah, it's hard, man. You gotta have 3 to 4
You have several autopilot modes that can be
hands.
quite useful during long flights.
Oh, shoot.
These include altitude hold, left alt and 1,
Uh-oh.
altitude and roll hold,
Okay.
left alt and 2,
Okay. Several autopilot modes can be useful for long flights. We're gonna write that down. Not that it really matters. Left alt 1, left alt hold. Level flight. Left alt and 3. That one might be good. Left alt and 3 is altitude and hold. Start with a PlayStation controller mouse and a keyboard, though my first plane was an A10. Wow. Yeah, I really want to. I'm gonna have to. The community is so good. Like literally, I am going to have to. No Viper or Hornet. I understand. How about a Tomcat? Actually, I really want the. I'll put it in the link. This is what I want, and please let me know what you guys think of this. Just a second here. Of course. It's like I think it's called a 01 or something. Although not caring about you say, and so do you have to it's a thrust master. Good, because that's really one bit for me and my daughter. Okay. I can't find it right now. That's okay. I'm a little overwhelmed. Left alt and 6 for radar, altitude hold, and route follow. We'll figure it out. Yeah, well, I'm sure if
level flight, left alt and 3, barometric altitude hold, left alt and 4, radar altitude hold, left alt and 5, route follow, left alt and 6. You can also toggle route follow mode by pressing A and altitude hold by pressing H. Let's try route follow mode that will automatically fly our flight plan.
Wait.
Press left alt and 6.
Left alt and 6. Left alt 6.
Good. The aircraft is now under autopilot control.
Left alt
This
and 6. Okay. Left alt 6. It's route follow. Okay. Yeah, no. My cat's doing the same. He's licking my hand while we do it.
Concludes this lesson. You can practice using some of the autopilot modes listed below, or you can end the lesson now by pressing the escape key.
Oh, left. Oh, okay. Is it flying it all on left alt and 6? Oh.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Предельный угол
Left
атаки.
alt and 6.
Предельный угол атаки.
Oh. Okay, so it's just gonna do it on its own. Does it just automatically go or A? Left alt 6 or A? Or A. Nice save, thanks. It's just gonna do it. It's gonna do it all. It's gonna do it all, just like that. Guess that one doesn't know the difference between a PC mouse and a live mouse. No. So is it gonna go through it? Or is it just gonna say the same heading? No, it's not gonna go through it at all. Left alt 6. Okay. I think we're ready to move on. Okay, yeah, let's change it to English. Menu. Options. Special. See, it says customize cockpit. It says only default. She's pretty sexy. I thought you said other special, right? Avionics English. Nice. Imperial Magic. Birds. You can have birds. I want birds in you. Let's get some birds. First game. I think that might work. I think it might work. Okay, we're on landing. I feel like these things just land themselves, right? They just tell it to land. Avionics language. Okay. Let's do this.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield and land on it. There are 3
still in
navigation
action.
modes that we'll be using: en route, return to base, and landing. These submodes are selected automatically at appropriate points along the assigned flight path, but they can also be cycled manually. In this lesson, we'll use the automatic method. I currently have the lesson paused as I explain some of the finer points.
Oh,
Press
you
the
didn't hear
space bar
us
to
saying I
continue.
said? Oh. Options. Music. Yeah, it's super high. Let's choose that down. Okay. You guys are great. Finer points.
What we'll learn in this lesson is how to navigate to a waypoint using en route mode, switch to return mode automatically, and then switch to landing mode automatically. We're currently in en route mode, as indicated in the bottom left corner of the HUD. This
Left
mode
controller.
allows us to fly from waypoint to
In route
waypoint in
mode.
sequence automatically,
Okay.
as we did in
Okay.
the prior navigation lesson.
Mm-hmm.
However, in this lesson, we'll try manual selection. Our current waypoint is 0, our starting point, as indicated in the bottom right corner of the HUD with a range of 0. Press left control and tilde to manually select waypoint 1.
Left control and 1. Control 1. Okay, I did that. The in-stream chat is delayed. Oh! I think there's a 20-second delay on it. Just a little bit. I don't know why. I know. Yeah, I don't feel like I know what I'm doing with OBS. Okay, left control and 1. Did it do anything? No. Okay, let's just do Shift R. Control R. Let's just redo it because it's bugged. It's minutes? Really? Let's see here. What do I do for that? Hey, 100 messages. Notifications. Not the in-stream chat. Do you know what I think it is? Is because my output is going through Restream. So I think that's what it is. It's got to go to Restream, and then it's got to get sent out.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield and land on it. There are 3 navigation modes that we'll be using: en route, return to base, and landing.
Okay.
These submodes are selected automatically at appropriate points along the assigned flight path, but they can also be cycled manually. In this lesson, we'll use the automatic method. I currently have the lesson paused as I explain some of the finer points. Press the spacebar to continue.
Spacebar.
What we'll learn in this lesson is how to navigate to a waypoint using en route mode, switch to return mode automatically, and then switch to landing mode automatically. We're currently in en route mode, as indicated in the bottom left corner of the HUD. This mode allows us to fly from waypoint to waypoint in sequence automatically, as we did in the prior navigation lesson. However, in this lesson, we'll try manual selection.
Yeah.
Our current waypoint is 0, our starting point, as indicated in the bottom right corner of the HUD with a range of 0.
Yes.
Press left control and tilde to manually select waypoint 1.
Left control 1. Nothing. And okay, why aren't you working? Left control 1. Oh wait, control 1? Yeah, left control 1. Left shift 1. Dalton 1. Nothing's working. Let's go to options. I don't know why. Oh, did it work? Maybe it's just slow? We're interested in close air support or combat air. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what I'm interested in. Might dabble in both. I feel like it only could only be good at one, right? Left control, one. Okay, well, it worked. Why? Why is it not working? Maybe I should just eject. Just. Oh, I like ground attacks. Okay. Like bombs? So, I don't know why it just froze. Did it just freeze?
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield and land on it. There are 3 navigation modes that we'll
Left
be using:
control and one.
en route, return to base, and landing. These submodes are selected automatically at appropriate points along the assigned flight path, but they can also be cycled manually. In this lesson, we'll use the automatic method. I currently have the lesson paused as I explain some of the finer points.
Radiation missiles?
Press the spacebar to continue. What we'll learn in this lesson is how to navigate to a waypoint using en route mode, switch to return mode automatically, and then switch to landing mode automatically. We're currently in en route mode, as indicated in the bottom left corner of the HUD. This mode allows us to fly from waypoint to waypoint in sequence automatically, as we did in the prior
I did the
navigation
wrong
lesson.
button, that's why.
However, in this lesson, we'll try manual selection.
Oh.
Our current waypoint is 0, our starting
I get it,
point,
guys.
as
I
indicated
totally
in the
pressed the
bottom
wrong
right
button.
corner of the HUD with a range of 0. Press left control and tilde to manually select
Tilde.
waypoint 1.
I was
Good.
pressing
You will
left
now see
control.
that waypoint 1 is selected with a range of 8.6 kilometers. Press left control and tilde again to select waypoint 2. You can see that waypoint 2 is 15.5 kilometers from us. As we learned in the prior lesson, we can see the direct heading to the waypoint is indicated by the yellow arrow on the HSI, and the twin white arrows indicate our path to fly the course line. Directly above the HSI is the Attitude Director Indicator, or ADI. This is a sphere with one hemisphere white and one hemisphere black. In the center of the ADI is a white aircraft symbol. This aircraft symbol stays stationary in pitch, but will rotate as you maneuver and roll. The ADI ball will move in pitch in relation to the aircraft symbol. When the aircraft symbol center is over black, your nose is below the horizon. If the aircraft symbol center is over white, your nose is pointing above the horizon. Press the spacebar to continue.
Okay. The direct heading on the waypoint is indicated the yellow line. Okay. The yellow line on the HSI. That would be that one right there. Okay. And the twin white arrows indicated on the path our path to fly the course line. Okay. Directly above the HSI is the altitude director indicator, or the ADI. This is what you guys were talking about earlier. This is the sphere with one hemisphere white. Okay, one hemisphere white and one hemisphere black. Okay. In the center of the ADI is the white aircraft symbol. I'm guessing that's right there. I see what you're saying. Yeah, DCS is no ARMA. Closest you can get to that experience is DCS through campaigns. Wait, aircraft symbol. The aircraft symbol stays stationary in pitch, but will rotate as you maneuver and roll. The ADI ball will move in pitch in relation to the aircraft symbol. When the aircraft symbol center is over black. Okay. Center is over black. Your nose is below the horizon. Right. Absolutely. Because that's the horizon. That's below the horizon. Get it. If the aircraft symbol center is over the white, your nose is pointing above the horizon. Done. Okay. We're good.
In the center of the ADI are two yellow lines that help assist you reach the waypoint via the course line. The course line is a direct line between two waypoints. The vertical line indicates your required azimuth steering to reach and maintain the course line. When the yellow vertical line is centered on the ADI, you are flying on or to the course line.
Right.
If the vertical line is off to either side, put your stick in that direction until the vertical line centers on the ADI and adjust your roll to keep it centered. The yellow horizontal line indicates your elevation course steering. When centered on the ADI, you are flying at or to the set course altitude for that waypoint. If the yellow line is on the lower half of the ADI, push the stick forward until the yellow horizontal line centers on the ADI and adjust pitch to keep it centered.
So
Conversely,
right now,
if the yellow horizontal line is above the center line of the ADI, pull back on the stick until the line centers. Along the top and left side of the ADI are your heading and elevation deviation scales. The more the lines are from center, the greater you are off the direct path to reach the waypoint. Let's practice this as we fly to waypoint 2. I will unpause the lesson when you press the spacebar.
boy. So, chat, is it correct in saying that I am at the proper elevation and height? No, I don't know. I'm a little confused. It's a little confusing. I'm gonna hit space though.
You'll first need to intercept the course line between waypoints 1 and 2. Note that the ADI steering bars and the HUD navigation circle provide us the same information. Fly the aircraft to center the ADI steering bars by adjusting the pitch and roll to keep the bars centered on the ADI. Or you can fly to keep the navigation circle on the HUD in the very center of the pitch and bank indicator. The choice is yours.
Oh my
Also
gosh.
remember that the assigned airspeed and altitude for the waypoint are indicated as smaller digits above your current.
I am so confused. Sorry, headset was off. Yeah, the tutorials are a little bit too saturated. I just don't understand, this part. There's course lines. I wish there was, like, indicators, like it just pointed to it. It tells you. Note the ADI steering bar and the HUD navigation circle provides the same information by adjusting your pitch. Okay. Adjust your pitch and roll to keep the bars centered on the ADI. Okay, so I'm aligned with the ADI.
Current airspeed and altitude. Fly to waypoint 2.
Man, I'm confused. Okay, looks like this way. And gotta go down. Is that correct? Or maybe it's actually above. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's above. Pause break. We'll just pause the game. Pause break. Oh, that's much better. Yes. Okay, first step is to learn what the instruments in the jet called. Troll assumes you already do. I can drop a link for DCS. So, yeah. This is right here. That's my... Oh, this is my ADI, and this is my AHS, right? this is where I need to go. It shows me the pitch and then this tells me if I'm going the right way, I think. Let me see if I can align this properly here. So I need to go up higher. Looks like ADI is top. Okay. Why does it never... I can never get to it. Oh. Is it lower? No, it's obviously... No. No, wrong way. Oh, I just passed it, didn't I? It is altitude direction indicator underneath the slip. Is underneath your slip indicator the little black circle? Okay. Below that is your HSI horizontal situation indicator. Okay. Where's my little the latest chat pops. Yeah, so it's so I can see. I can see what you guys are saying. I know how many people are in the stream. I mean upside down. Oh. Yeah, so it goes up. So the bottom indicator, I'm guessing it tells me I got a big screen, it takes effort. Oh yeah, mine's I have a 32-inch. So that tells me like I'm going too fast, aren't I? Yeah, it's pretty nice, except I need a VESA mount to mount it, because it's just too intense. I really have no idea what I'm doing. So the bottom is more like a compass with a few more bells and whistles. It tells you which magnetic heading you are currently facing. Okay. So like magnetic north. Oh, okay, so if I was going this way, I would be going north right now. Almost. Northeast. I'm going northeast right now. Because C would be obviously would be straight north. The top one tells you what the altitude of your jet. Right now you're at a climb of 10 degrees. Yes. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. So I'm guessing that's so on the top one, there's those yellow bars. What do those do? Is that where I'm supposed to be going? Let's straighten your flight. Okay. Let's straighten my flight. Okay. Okay. At least it doesn't shake as much as overspeeding. Yeah. I'm going pretty fast. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing 290. Nose. Is that where it tells me where I'm supposed to be going? Like the little... this indicator right here? Level the jet. Okay. Yes, I am in a climb. Okay. Okay. It flies you. It's... yeah. Okay. The circle of the HUD is your waypoint. Right, that's what we learned. And that's where we want to go. Hey, thanks, David. I really appreciate it. Although it's behind me then. So. Whoa, what was that? Oh! Thanks, David. I really appreciate it. That's why it's free. Yeah. I believe that. Well, I gotta start somewhere, and then I'll get better. Okay, am I getting closer now? For no horse, yeah. Okay, no, I'm getting farther away. Let's pull some juice. Oh yeah. No. Oh wait, is it gonna tell me which way I have to go? No, it should say when I'm aligned. Okay. So I am supposed to go this way? Okay, and then I'll level out. Oh. Okay. Okay. Pause and open up your map with F10. Okay, F10. Oh, hey, that's nice. Okay, so many people get turned off these because they think, like, if this is free jet, I'm already overwhelmed. Shit. It's not for me, it's an main module. But not... well, yeah. And it's probably hard because if you don't get a lot of new people, then, I mean, you're only going to have really experienced people, and then... so, I'm guessing that's our waypoint? It's amazing. Okay. On top of the screen, do you see the circle? 3 circles. Oh. Top bar. Okay. Sorry, my mouse is there. 3 circles. I see. Click on that. I don't see one with 3 circles. There is nothing with 3 circles. There's center on plane, life bar, mark label on. Oh wait, show all routes. Okay, I clicked it. I didn't do anything. It's on. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Now zoom out of the mouse wheel. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay, looks like you do not have any waypoints. Yeah, I know. It's yeah. I agree. So we have to make your own vector. Oh, F10 is your task to land the. I think we're shoot, I'm flying right now. How do I get out of this map? Is it like F9? Watch me eject or something. F11? Oh, no, it's oh. Oh, hey. Finally. Oh. No, what happened? Auto trims make it easier with fly with auto, and that's amazing. Range. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Map. Oh god. Press F1. Oh. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I think this is where we have to go. Oh, yeah, this way a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Hey, there we go. I see it. Maybe I'll have to just redo this again. Let's just really pull. Okay, so I think it's safe to say we just get reinformed on what we're doing here, because
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield and land on it. There are 3 navigation modes that we'll be using: en route, return to base, and landing. These submodes are selected automatically at appropriate points along the assigned flight path, but they can also be cycled manually. In this lesson, we'll use the automatic method.
automatic.
I currently have the lesson paused as I explain some of the finer points. Press the spacebar to continue.
Okay.
What we'll learn in this lesson is how to navigate to a waypoint using en route mode, switch to return mode automatically, and then switch to landing mode automatically.
Okay.
We're currently in en route mode, as indicated in the bottom left corner of the HUD. This mode allows us to fly from waypoint to waypoint in sequence automatically, as we did in the prior navigation lesson. However, in this lesson, we'll try manual selection. Our current waypoint is 0, our starting point, as indicated in the bottom right corner of the HUD with a range of 0. Press left control and tilde to manually select waypoint 1.
We did that. Okay.
Good. You will now see that waypoint 1 is selected with a range of 8.6 kilometers. Press left control and tilde again to select waypoint 2. You can see that waypoint 2 is 15.5 kilometers from us. As we learned in the prior lesson, we can see the direct heading to the waypoint is indicated
1, 2.
by the yellow arrow on the HSI, and the twin white arrows indicate our path to fly the course line. Directly above the HSI is the Attitude Director Indicator, or ADI. This is a sphere with one hemisphere white and one hemisphere black. In the center of the ADI is a white aircraft symbol. This aircraft symbol stays stationary in pitch, but will rotate as you maneuver and roll. The ADI ball will move in pitch in relation to the aircraft symbol.
Right.
When the aircraft symbol center is over black, your nose is below the horizon.
This is so
If the
simple.
aircraft symbol center is over white, your nose is pointing above the horizon.
It's just way
Press the space bar to
overcomplicating
continue.
things. Way overcomplicating it, guys.
In the center of the ADI are two yellow lines that help assist you reach the waypoint via the course
See?
line.
Two white
The
lines.
course line is a direct line
Watch it, it
between
changes.
two waypoints. The
See?
vertical
2,
line indicates your
3,
required azimuth
0,
steering to reach and maintain
1.
the course line.
Right?
When the yellow vertical line is centered on the ADI, you are flying on or to the course line.
Mhm.
If the vertical line is off to either side, put your stick in that direction until the vertical line centers on the ADI and adjust your roll to keep it centered. The yellow horizontal line indicates your elevation course steering. When centered on the ADI, you are flying at or to the set course altitude for that waypoint. If the yellow line is on the lower half of the ADI, push the stick forward until the yellow horizontal line centers on the ADI and adjust pitch to keep it centered.
Right.
Conversely, if the yellow horizontal line is above the center line of the ADI, pull back on the stick until the line centers.
Right.
Along the top and left side of the ADI are your heading and elevation deviation scales. The more the lines are from center, the greater you are off the direct path to reach the waypoint.
Okay,
Let's practice
Oh, just a second here.
this as we
Page
fly.
break. Okay. Along the top and left side of the ADI. Oh, wait. Your heading and elevation scales. Okay, so the more the lines are from center, the greater you are in the direct path to reach your waypoint. Yeah, it really is. It basically... Yeah, so I'm guessing the yellow line should be next to the white line. The yellow horizontal line should be next to the white one. It's just...
to waypoint 2. I will unpause the lesson when you press the spacebar.
Okay.
You'll
we got
first need
this.
to intercept the course line between waypoints 1 and 2.
Yep.
Note that the ADI steering bars and the HUD navigation circle provide us the same information. Fly the aircraft to center the ADI steering bars by adjusting the pitch and roll to keep the bars centered on the ADI. Or you can fly to keep the navigation circle on the HUD in the very center of the pitch and bank indicator. The choice is yours. Also remember that the assigned airspeed and altitude for the waypoint are indicated as smaller digits above your current airspeed and altitude. Fly to waypoint 2.
Oh, fly to waypoint 2, not 1. That's where they got me. Okay, so that's telling me I need to go this way. Okay. Okay, and it's telling me I have to drop down in elevation. Okay. Lower? Oh.
Nice job. As
Okay,
you may have
okay.
noticed, the waypoint automatically cycled to waypoint 3.
Nice.
Go ahead and fly to waypoint 3 along the course line. Maintain a speed of around 400 kilometers per hour.
400, eh? Okay. Yeah, it totally does. It's super easy. Well, I won't say super easy. It's easy once you get it. Man, you get there so quickly, too. So am I supposed to be following the yellow line? feel like I'm supposed to be following like the yellow line, but the white line.
Now that you've reached the last en route waypoint, notice the return mode has automatically been selected as indicated as RTN in the lower left corner of the HUD. Your navigation steering will now provide you steering to intercept the instrumented landing system beams at the proper heading and altitude. The airfield return number, in this case MOSDOC, is displayed in the lower right corner of the HUD as number 17.
Okay.
Fly the assigned return navigation. We've now entered the ILS beams and have automatically switched to the landing mode as indicated by the LNDG indication in the bottom left corner of the HUD. The ILS contains a glide slope beam to help guide you vertically, and the localizer beam helps you to guide horizontally. Below the landing indication is a K indication that lets you know that you have captured the ILS beams. The upside down L in the lower left side of the HUD indicates that you are on glide slope. If you have not already done so, reduce your airspeed.
Okay. Okay. 400 kilometers. Okay, I'm at 600. So first off, I'm going way too. Okay. As indicated, landing mode. Indicated landing indicator in the bottom left-hand corner. So we can see that. LNDG. Okay. The ILS contains a glide slope beam. Okay. Just yelled 15 things at you and all those super. Yeah, absolutely. Below the end is a K. Wait. Below the landing indicator is a K? No, there's nothing there. Let's learn about that first. Okay. Discovered ILS instrument landing system. Okay. Let's do it horizontally. The upside down L in the lower right side of the HUD. K and L. I don't see any of those things. Some airports have giant antennas that shoot a radio beam, allowing planes to line up for landing. Okay. In Google image search for ILS radio. Okay. Let's see what that's all about.
Here's a result from the web.
Oh. ILS radio. Let's see what it looks like. Images. Cool. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I've seen that before. Some of them have lights. Oh, it fucks with if you don't put it in airplane mode. Oh. That's good to know. It's really good to know. The upside down L. So your plane can use the radio beam to tell you are on the correct glide path. Okay. So first thing we need to do is reduce our speed big time. And use our air brakes. Vertical and horizontal bar. Okay. So I'm guessing that's those two. That's where I want to be aiming. Is in where it's an X or a plus. So
Speed to less than 400 kilometers per hour and lower your landing gear by pressing G. If you need to, deploy your air brakes by pressing B. Lower your landing flaps by pressing left shift and F. Press the spacebar to continue.
Okay. Jesus, so much information. Air brakes. This is B. Page 14 shows the instrumentation. The manual, hey? Okay. If you haven't already done so, reduce your airspeed to less than 400. Okay. So we need to hit B. Oh. To 400. Okay. We need to get back on this path. I know. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, we might have to redo this again, because definitely, it's a lot of information. Supposed to be doing 400, and what are we at right now? Where is our page down? Okay, yeah. Nope, doing fine. Okay. Just go around and line up again. Okay. Still going too fast, though. Here we go. Perfect. We don't want to go too fast, but run too slow. Okay. Gonna line up. Okay, indicator right there. Pull up. No. No, I am off. So yeah, I'm way off. Lower the throttle. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I'm guessing I'm trying to land, right? Like I'm not just trying to... Okay, let's get away. Because I feel like I'm really far away. Okay. Now, we need to lose some speed. That's perfect. Maybe one more page down. Okay, hit G. We can lower our landing gear. Page down again. Oh god. Page up. Page up. I have no idea what I'm doing. This guy hasn't spoken to me. He doesn't even know what's going on. I was. Throttle back and apply brakes. Whoa.
EOS failure.
Yeah.
ACS failure.
Let's see what that looked like. Oh, yeah, cool. That's cool.
EOS failure. ACS failure.
I did. I throttled back all the way.
EOS failure. ACS failure.
My throttle was all the way. And I was applying the brakes.
EOS failure.
My brakes and...
ACS
yeah.
failure.
Just take a hammer.
EOS failure. ACS failure.
Eject.
EOS failure.
Was that Control E?
ACS failure.
Alt-E?
EOS failure. ACS failure. EOS failure. ACS failure.
Okay. Control E.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to navigate to an airfield. There are 3 navigation modes that
Okay.
we'll be using: en route, return to base, and landing. These submodes are selected automatically at appropriate points along the assigned flight path, but they can also be cycled manually. In this lesson,
We are
we'll
going
use
to
the
take a
automatic
little
method.
break.
I currently have the lesson paused as I explain some of the
I'm going to have some lunch, and I'm going to come back to it. So I'll meet back in about 20 minutes, and we'll actually try to do what it says to do. And then I'm going to keep going on. So thanks everyone for the follow so far. And yeah, see you in a couple minutes.